So, hello and welcome to another video from sickmaths.co.uk, where you can find lots of free GCSE and A-level maths videos, and even now, what was it? Free tutoring as well. So that's pretty good. Check it out sometime. This video is about rearranging formulae. Some people say rearranging equations. No, it's really about formulae, this one. So here's a formula. V squared equals u squared plus 2as. And we're going to rearrange it to make u the subject. U over there. And what does that mean, to make u the subject? It just means make the formula such that u is equal to the rest of the stuff. So u is by itself. Okay, and to do this you need some idea about rearranging equations, and if you don't know how to do that, maybe you need to go to this website and check out basic equations. There are some very simple techniques I should have said, yep, and they'll help you understand this topic easier when I go through it. So here we go, let's make u the subject. I basically want u by itself, so I'm going to start by making u squared by itself at least. So that means that plus 2as is going to jump to the other side of the equals sign and become a minus 2as. So v squared minus 2as is now equal to u squared. Okay, and then I'm going to move that squared to the other side, which is the opposite, square root, so all of it. So it's square root of v squared minus 2as is equal to u. Notice I swapped it all round as well. I put the u on this side and the v squared minus 2as on that side as well. Okay, let's look at another video. Another example from the same formula, v squared equals u squared plus 2as, but I'm going to make s the subject. So I want s by itself this time, like it says here. How do we get to this stage? Well, I'm going to move everything away from the s slowly, so I'm going to start by moving the u squared to this side. Okay, so we've got v squared minus u squared equals 2as over here. So I've just jumped that u squared to the other side, it becomes a minus u squared. Once I've got that, what do I need to do? I need to move that 2a to the other side as well. So that's 2a times s. So the opposite of timesing is dividing. So I'm going to take the 2a to the other side, and it's going to become divide. So v squared minus u squared divide by 2a, as it says here. So s is the subject. So those are two examples from this formula, making different things the subject. This is a more interesting one here because I've got to make x the subject, but x is in two different places. Okay, so how do I do that? In fact, what's the big deal with that in the first place? Well, if you want to make something the subject, it should be by itself only on one side, not both sides. And the reason for that is if you're rearranging a formula to make something the subject, you're in fact trying to say, I want a formula to work out x. Now imagine a formula to work out x and you've got x on that side already. Well, I want to know what x is, so I can't use x to work out x. That's like saying, oh, I need to know what x is, and then, but what is x? Oh, x is equal to more of x. It just doesn't make sense, okay? So, okay, let's go and make x the subject. So, what do we do first? Well, I'm going to move all the x's to this side of the formula. So, let's have a look at that. There's x's over here and there, so I'm going to move that cx to there, and that's the only thing. So ax is already on this side of the equal sign, I should say. So cd and f I'm going to move to the other side, so it becomes a minus cd and a minus f as you got here, and the m is already there, so I just keep writing that there, that plus m. So now I've got ax minus cx equals minus cd minus f plus m. And to really extract the x or separate the x, okay, I'm going to factorize this to give you that. Okay, and if there were other things that were also a common factor besides the x, I would not actually factorize them out, because the whole point of factorizing in this case is to separate the x and only have x by itself. So I factorized it, make x by itself, okay, separate it from the a and the c, so I've got x bracket a minus c equals blah blah blah, okay, and now basically I've got x times a minus c equals that. So move that times a minus c to the other side, becomes a divide by a minus c. So now I've got x as a subject. So the simple thing is, when you've got a letter repeated more than once, okay, and you want to make it the subject, simply bring those letters together and then factorize to really extract it, and then you basically got the answer.